Nigeria youth who are earning a living from social media should put it in God's hands that we will not wake up one morning that social media is no longer there. Because from the look of things, the way our leaders are taking it, very soon they might place a ban on social media in Nigeria. According to the Senate President, Godswil Akpabio, he said he hates social media with so much passion because social media presenters are propagandists. They carry fake news. Now, hear them out.
There is nothing I will say that will not be misunderstood. But the interest generated in the social media, people jumped in, shows that you have a lot of political enemies. Social media is garbage in, garbage out. Will not delve into allegations on social media. And if they have to, they will invite their security chiefs to get details.
This is not a social media stuff. And the investigation is going on right now in the United States Congress. And also today, the President, Donald Trump, also said specifically that in that investigation, the support given to Nigeria so far should also be investigated.
Even America has not taken the allegation hook, line, and sinker. They are investigating. So Nigeria must also investigate to be sure, because we won't just keep quiet. If it is true that U.S. aid have been funding Boko Haram in Nigeria, we have no business allowing them to have offices in Nigeria. That they had this matter of urgent importance on allegations of U.S. aid funding Boko Haram in Nigeria, and he would like the Senate to discuss it. We have already taken one motion on Order 41 Rule 4151, but the Senate has implicit authority because of the urgency of this to go beyond just one order of this in a day. We rarely do this. Is it the view of the Senate that in view of the seriousness of this situation internationally and its implication to the security of Nigeria, that he be allowed under Section Order 1 Rule B of asserting orders to proceed with this? Those in support say aye. Those against say nay. Then the ayes have it. You may proceed. For us to run the Senate by answering people in the social media, because the social media is garbage in, garbage out. I was in Zanzibar attending to Inter-Parliamentary Union meetings when that information went out that the Senate President has said he will approve a brand new plan for the President, irrespective of whether there is suffering or no suffering. There was never a time such a statement came from me, because I've never had any correspondence to approve a plan or not to approve a plan. And I did not want to answer, but they went further to generate it, and then they went wrong as if I was saying that I did not care about the Nigerian people, I did not do this. We care about the President, we care about the Nigerian people. We will approve things that will benefit the Nigerian people. We will approve things that will improve the living standard of the people. At the same time, we will also take cognizance of the duties of Mr. President. If his vehicle is bad, we will repair the vehicle. If his plane is bad, we will approve money for the repair of the plane. So that is not an issue. There is nothing before us. I don't think you should bother about it. Somebody called me and said that he was quoting from BBC, that what I said in Senator Mongunu's house, that the statement was false and should be disregarded, that I was now saying that I will not approve. That is what you may call anticipatory blackmail. The purveyors of the story know very well that maybe there is problem with the presidential fleet, and that where they will go to will be the parliament. And so they are now trying to do anticipatory blackmail to tell us if they bring it, do not look into it. So I think that we should ignore them and focus on what we are doing here. I've read the president's correspondences to us. There was nothing touching on plan or no plan. But I can tell you that when you hear stories such as the death of the vice president of Malawi as a result of defective plan, and then you hear stories such as the death of the president of Iran as a result of defective craft. In fact, this time it was a helicopter and all that. We shouldn't ever dream and allow such to be a portion. It won't be. The Senate is very responsible. The National Assembly is very responsible. We will look into issues that will benefit the governance of the country. I made reference to the fact that we are not in a nightclub where people have to shout above the noise of the music. And the social media went agog. I'm not on social media, but my wife called me that people got angry. They published her number and said people should occupy her. So she used to receive, she received over 2,000 to 3,000 phone calls a day. And then I tried to on one of my phones. I realized it was in the public. In fact, the phone crashed after about 3 hours. So I am very happy with the interest generated by Nigerians in what goes on in these chambers, because we are here to cater for their interests. And so for them to be so interested in what goes on here means that we are connecting with the people directly. And it would have been terrible if we were doing all this work and the people were not even aware of what we are doing. But the communication was totally misunderstood. Instead of taking it for the nature of what we said, that you should not shout when you are talking and not and speak when you are recognized, they went into private abuses. I don't want to say what they did to me, because what they did to me, I think I don't merit it. I was telling DSP that it's even the one they should be talking to, because in my tradition we marry only one wife. So they listed so many wives on social media. And at the end, it will look as if the Senate president had or has so many wives. When indeed, I'm reporting to my colleagues, I have only one. And I'm satisfied with that one. And she's a beautiful and loving woman. I will not intentionally denigrate any woman. I have a wife, I have 4 daughters. And I always pray that God will lift a girl child to the highest zenith in Nigeria, politically and in business. I also want my children to do well. There is nothing I will say that will not be misunderstood. But the interest generated in the social media, people jumped in, shows that you have a lot of political enemies. It also shows that I do have enemies. All of us here contested elections with people. So whenever those people think that you are being brought down, they will jump up and they will say all sort of things. I noticed even some of them that could not pass through Senate screenings went into the fray and abused the Senate president, abused you and all that. I don't know how you took it, but I felt that I should tender a public apology to you over the miscommunication and the misunderstanding. So do accept my apologies, and my colleagues, for anybody who could have felt offended, accept my apologies. I did not mean any harm, and I did not mean what they are misinterpreting in the social media. And I hope this will come to an end. And people should concentrate on things that will move this country forward and not things that will divide us. So I hope the apology is accepted. Oh, we have another We have another correspondence from the President. It just came in now, so I think I should read. Bill 2024. Pursuant to Section 58, Subsection 2 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, I forward herewith the above-named bill for consideration and passage by the Senate. The Nigerian Police Amendment Bill 2024 seeks to amend the Nigerian Police Act 2020 with respect to the appointment of the and tenure of the Inspector General of Police and related matters. Whilst hoping that the Senate will consider this submission in its usual expeditious manner, please accept, distinguished senators and distinguished Senate, the assurances of my highest consideration. Yours sincerely, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Well, this is committed to the Committee of the Whole in view of the timing of the submission for immediate consideration. So just a word of caution to our social media practitioners. I think it's important that they practice it with decorum, so they don't invade people's privacies and cause a lot of hurt to people's families. And we will not, out of anger, attempt to regulate the social media. We will not do so, but we because this is democracy and there's free speech. But they should practice it with decorum. Distinguished Senate Leader, please proceed.
I rise order 12 regarding privileges of the floor to move that Order 12.1 of our rules, specifically Order 12.1K, Order 12.1K be activated to enable us allow some strangers on the floor of the Senate. Mr. President, we have the governor of Imo State, His Excellency Governor Hope Uzodimma, at the entrance to the Senate, and him wishing to come in as a stranger can only be done upon the activation of Order 12.1K. And His Excellency Governor Hope Uzodimma is here in the company of Victor Monaco, Chairman of the Fiscal Responsibility Commission, Chief Tanana Biadum, Chief Uche Onyejesi, Chief Innocent Onoha, and Nze Chidi Okorafo. I so move.
It's been brought to my attention, well, by one of us, that there is a fake news spreading on the social media that the DSS has surrounded the National Assembly to stop possible impeachment of principal officers. so there is no limit to social media. And we are here sitting down and doing our work very peacefully, oblivious of the mischief that is going on behind us. So let us, which committee do we refer these fake news to? Senator Yadwa, do we refer it to the Committee on the Army? Interior is large enough to investigate anything, but this, I think we should refer it to the Committee on Police Affairs. Eh? Police Affairs, right? Yes. Senator Kaka, the fake news is hereby referred to the Committee on Special Duties.
As the Senate President pleases,
Yes,
I will
to
do the
report
needful
back
and
to the
revert
Senate
back.
in 24 hours.
Yes, sir, I will revert back, sir.
So far, Central Bank has charged over 6 trillion on the interest on securitized instrument with debt management. The records are there. There are communications so far, correspondences between Public Accounts Committee and Central Bank of Nigeria. And of course, my Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, everybody here knows that.
You know our rules. These issues are not for just mere statement. Put something down and submit a report to the Senate for deliberation. Because if you make just a verbal accusation, you'll be talking like people in social media. So please, let's have your report on this. So
Mr. President,
we can take it up.
Mr. President, do not, with due respect, link me to social media when I'm talking serious issues like this.
No, I said your issues are so serious that they should not be just verbal. Did you hear what I said? I said the issues are so serious that it's not good for them to be verbal. Bring a substantive report or motion on it so that the Senate can take an appropriate decision. And then even mandate the committees on public account and the other relevant committees to go and look into the issues you've raised. For instance, the chairman of the Committee on Banking and Senator Abiru, I don't know where he's here. So we should be able to know if up to 6 trillion has been paid by the CBN. The President of the Senate shall allocate a seat to each senator. Sub 2 says a senator may only speak from the seat allocated to him, provided that the President of the Senate may change that allocation from time to time. It's not me that made these rules. So even without giving reason of defection, decampment, or anything, the Senate President can observe, as they are calling me in the social media, headmaster. The headmaster can observe that two senators are too close and they are always discussing. And it says, in order to ensure the sanctity and decorum of the Senate, Senator Abdul Fattah Buhari, move to the next seat. You are too close to Sahabe Yao. You move to this other seat. And it must be obeyed. If you want to be a senator, please learn that this is our guiding principle. All the things that they are saying outside. Here, this book here gives the power to the Senate President